And good morning, NWA Prepper. And good morning, K-Mac. Shalom. It was good to see you yesterday, NWA Prepper, and your wife. And you're right, she is looking good. Good morning, PJ, since David Carter. PJ's in driving mode, so he's not going to do a lot of talking. But it's nice to see everybody. Good morning. I'm going to lean forward for this. Rebecca Repurpose and Shelly W. and the sarcastic Northern man. I like that channel name. That's kind of cool. Sarcastic Northern man. And Lampkeeper. Hello. Looks like you're having a rainy day. We are. We knew it was rainy. We just had a mini vacation. Spent some time with Bear and his crew, and it was purely to see them and to kind of have a relaxed time. So it was really nice. And now we're heading to go pick up the Ridgebacks and get back on our mountain. So anyway, I wanted to contact you all again. Uploaded a video, started to prep for one. I think it's El Salvador has a state of emergency. They had, I forget exactly, 62 murders in one weekend. And El Salvador is kind of a small nation. I think it's a nation of 6.5 million. And I was going to talk about that because I thought, I think we've had more murders than that in like Chicago in the weekend. And I wanted to check the stats and kind of compare them. And I didn't get a chance to, just too busy. And it's kind of out there. And then the other thing I wanted to talk to y'all about, which is why I am doing the live stream this morning, is the Pennsylvania 50-car pileup that happened, a week ago or something. Had a flash. Hey, Prepper Frog. Hey, good morning, Steve Wyatt. Oh, did I do something different with my hair? It looks nice. You're sweet to notice. I did absolutely nothing different with my hair. Maybe because we had a real shower in the last night. Had a real shower. And then really hardly even brushed it. So it's clean. Maybe that's the thing. I don't do any styling at all. I assure you I'm good. I've followed you for a long time under my real name. I'm in the process of changing everything up to my pen name. I write stories and tell. Oh, that's cool. About 30 minutes. Yeah, I know. And so this Pennsylvania accident, I don't know if any of y'all watched the video because there were a couple of people who were involved. One guy's video got a lot of views on it where he was driving a black Charger and his Charger slid off the road, so he got out and he immediately did something that was really wise. And the conditions of that accident are things that, it's hard to predict. They had sort of a flash cold storm where it was foggy and snowy and there was ice on the road. And for whatever reason, everyone on the road was still driving at highway speed. I don't recommend that. I've got this in my hair, gray, right? So if something like that were to happen and I were driving, I'd probably slow down a bit way over on the right, be going like 40 with my flashers on, just so cars behind me hopefully can see the back of my car. But he's sitting there and he got off the road, like kind of pretty far off the road. And he's talking into his camera and he catches, a couple of people just plowing into each other. Lampkeeper's a writer too. That's why she's asking him, the Northman. And then his car, which is just sitting there off the road, gets pretty much totaled. So he starts talking about that in the video. Oh my gosh, I've got to get my stuff out of the car. Have any of you all been in any of the multi-car crash areas? Have you ever, it's been on your highway or on your commute or anything. Because three people were killed, and when the weather is that bad, it's really dangerous to stand there in the road. And that young man, he was smart to get out. And of course, he could not predict that whole situation for him was going to go from, he's off the road to 50 cars are all plowed into each other. But what I was thinking is, if I was in that situation, if it was safe for me immediately, I would get everything I had out of my car. Because, one, you don't know how long it's going to be before help comes, or if they can even get to you. And they were in a snowy, icy situation, so you're going to get cold after a while standing around. And it's not safe to be in your car with the engine on. And you could be there overnight. We've seen that situation where people in Northern Virginia were stuck on 95 for like 3 and 4 days, right? I'm sure that happened. So I think that's something people would want to think about. Like, if I'm in this pileup, what are the weather conditions and what are the chances that I could end up being stuck there? And what have I got with me? My husband has been at them when he drove a truck. Well, and the other part of that whole situation is now all the emergency responders from the area are going to get called to go there. 800 cars. See, it's snowing up there. Hey, Stephen Wilson. Shalom. And Landscaper and Stephen Wilson are channel supporters, so I thank you for that. You guys get a shout out. Back to the accident. So you've got every single responder in the area, the sheriffs and all that. Ooh, there's Lone Star Living, who is now a moderator. Ding! You got the wrench. With all your responders on the way, hopefully the road stays open. Hopefully they are able to access, cars in that accident thing. But some of them caught fire too. So now, not only is it going to be harder to get in there, but you're going to have cars that are going to be completely destroyed. Hopefully nobody's trapped inside. But even just the force of the cars and the trucks slamming into each other, like I said, there were 3 fatalities there. It's a mess, and you don't know if the responders are going to get caught up in that too. As a first responder, you are trained to keep yourself safe and to, if you're driving a big truck, you're to position the truck to kind of protect the scene. But that doesn't guarantee somebody might not plow into them. So they got it cleaned up, but it took them 3 days. Sounds like it's training pretty good. I've been working over at the Delta. It's almost clear here. Yeah, it's coming out good. I don't have anything to YouTube yet. I've been working on Facebook and Discord mainly. Not sure how you highlight your name. Okay. Right on. So, if you're in an accident, of course, Americans, first thing we do, we get out of the car, we get our ID, we get our insurance, and we're ready to exchange information with the other person. It's probably not a bad thing to assess who you're in an accident with and make sure they're not dangerous in some way and go take, prey on you once you get out of your car. That can happen too. There's a whole spate of, especially down in the Florida area, where gangs were running into people and then stealing their vehicles and robbing them and assaulting them and things like that. So, man, you want to not just take for granted that you can get out and approach people. And the last thing I want to say about that, and then we can just generally chat. Last thing I did want to say about that. Oh, that young man who's taking the video, whose charger is involved in that Pennsylvania pileup, somewhere along in the video says, oh man, I need to get down there. I need to help other people. If you got some skills, if you come out of something like that unscathed, you certainly could, as long as you're keeping an eye on, who's coming and what's happening. Get in there and start helping people get out of their vehicle and out of the way and waiting somewhere safe for the rescuers to show up. There is Dirty Roofer in Oakland. Shalom. I'm hopeful we won't have any big wrecks around here today. Y'all stay safe too. Yes, because Northwest Arkansas Prepper is one of those people who responds to those things. Yeah. So let's see what else is going on with you all. How many of you are going to be celebrating Passover here in about 2 weeks? People are crazy on the road. I passed a guy doing 20 under the speed limit yesterday. He apparently didn't like that. Hang on. And sped up and cut me off doing 90, giving me a nice hand gesture. I took the next exit. I didn't want that kind of drama around my family. Exactly right, Lone Star Living. The Preppers. Oh, I like that.
That's a good name. That's a really good name.
I like that channel name. Metaverse meet Prepperverse. Reality versus people who don't want any part of reality. Hi. How do you know when your goat is pregnant? Okay, good question. It's not going to be immediately apparent because, goats eat a lot. They've got those 4 stomachs, and so they're going to eat every day a lot of stuff, and so the stuff can go through all the stomachs and be exited. So I've got a goat who looks like a donut most of the time. She's just brown all the time. But signs that she's probably pregnant is the getting huge. It doesn't go back down and up and down like it does normally. They get bigger and they stay bigger. They gestate for 5 months. I'm assuming you know that. So a lot of people will look for the pregnancy date to be from the time the buck starts acting interested. And of course, if you don't have a buck and you're taking her to a buck or you're borrowing a buck, you have a much better idea of when 5 months will probably be for your goat to kid. Then as she gets closer, her bag she's gonna udder up. She's gonna bag up. It's her udder is gonna get bigger and rounder. And sometimes it'll happen 3 weeks before the birth, and sometimes it'll happen 2 days before the birth or the day of the birth. But it's an indicator that it's coming. Something else they start doing near the end of the pregnancy and closer to the delivery time is they get more vocal and they do a lot of laying down. Now, of course, they also daily lay down when they're chewing their cud, but you'll notice them really, spending time just laying down resting, and then you'll also see that their stomach has gotten way bigger while they're laying there. And then day of delivery, she's going to be restless. She's going to be vocal. Their labor usually takes about 12 hours. She's going to be walking around and things like that. Thank you. Yes, I have the due date I have the due date on a note on my fridge. So it's going to be 5 months. Prepared Homestead. Hey, shalom, Sister Kate. Shalom, Brother Travis. And there's Rock Lake Ranch. Shalom, Rock Lake Ranch. What's your latest ranch project? Because I know you've got things going on there. And did anybody say anything about getting ready to celebrate Passover? My presence is sketchy on social media. I do have an Instagram and a Facebook page. I'm too busy writing. They've started on our house. All right. Taking the next big step. Is your house going to be the kind of thing that's self-sustaining, off-grid, or is it going to be on-grid and you're going to have all the modern amenities? No judgment there. Either way works. You guys know my projects. I've got that bed that I'm still setting up in my garden, in my orchard area for the grapevine, and the little tool shed thing that I'm putting together. I did get the 2 pallets down there, and we got some treated 2x4s, and I've got it stacked down there. So on the next nice day, when I've got a couple of hours, I'll take the battery-powered drills and drivers and saws and things down there and measure and cut the 2x4s to try to steady the whole structure up. And I do intend to get some more of the siding on the sides just to keep it more sturdy and a little bit more weather resistant. But I'm still not sure how I'm going to do the one side of it, because I don't really want it to have like a whole wall and a door and everything. I want the air and the light to, be kind of present. So I was actually thinking about having a shower curtain or a tarp or something as a door, and then just flipping it off to the side most of the time. And then I've got to plant all my warm weather seedlings. I don't have a single one of them planted. So I've still got garden type outdoor type work going on. A little of both. Did you get some QQ time in? I'm not doing any QQ time right now. Good morning, Guinea Hill Homestead. So do you have guineas? Off-grid and on-grid. Question from Pastor Joe. I haven't been able to sprout. Wow. Surfactor for vitamin C, is that what you said? I haven't been able to sprout some sumac for vitamin C. It's a little early for sumac to be coming out. It tends to come out when the weather's warm, and it's really easy. Like, Pastor took some sumac and threw it all over the property, and now it's everywhere. We worked hard on expanding and prepping our garden this weekend. Most of the seeds are planted in 50-plus milk jugs already and sprouting. Awesome. I do have milk jugs and juice containers from last year that I tried getting trees to root in, and I wasn't very successful with that, but I've still got them, and I'm thinking about using them. Passover is going to be simple this year. We just got everything moved out of the rental house. Now we just have to get everything reboxed and organized. Everything got tossed together at the end. Yeah, sometimes Guinea Hill Homestead is 30 minutes. You must not be annoyed by their noises. I mean, I would love to have guineas again, but doggone. I've had guineas on and off for many years, and our biggest problem is I really want them to have baby guineas. I've only had like one hen successfully hatch chicks out, probably because we free range them. If I kept them caged all the time, they'd probably manage it, but they get eaten. What stuff slowing down?
I can see.
Oh, you guys, sorry, we're gonna have to cut this thing short. I appreciate everyone who came here. Y'all have a blessed day, and I will check back in with y'all later. Shalom, Wes S. Congrats on your new grandbaby. And Mike, we gotta go. Shalom, shalom. Bless you.